In this video, we're going to look at why affirmations don't work and give you 3 things you can actually do to help give you the affirmations that will work for you and give you the benefits and the results that you want. Before we get into the affirmation side, we need to understand how the mind works in order to really get to grips with why affirmations don't work and how to create an affirmation that's going to work. Now, your mind, in my map of the world, is in 2 main parts. Your conscious mind, your unconscious mind. Your conscious mind is what you think with. All those thoughts that you have. They may be happy thoughts, they may be sad thoughts. They may be no thoughts. And that is your conscious mind. Your unconscious mind runs the rest of your life. It runs all the programs that keep you alive, makes your heart beat, all that sort of stuff, grows your hair, makes you blink, makes you smile when something's funny, makes you cry when something's sad. These are all programs and feelings that are stored in your unconscious mind. Now, in order to get an affirmation that works, in order to get an affirmation that's going to be accepted into the unconscious mind, we need to set up a chain reaction and the right words, the right linguistics to get the affirmation into the unconscious mind so it is accepted. As we grow up, we learn from life's experiences. So things come in that happen to us and they're either generalized, distorted, or deleted. So if someone says, golly, you're stunning, your mind will go, no, I'm not, and it'll delete it. If something comes in and you don't quite understand it, your mind may distort the event to make it fit something that's happened before. And other things that come in, your mind will just generalize, yeah, that was like that, that was like that, that was like that, yeah, okay, we'll accept it. So those are the 3 main filters that control our behaviors and our actions. So in order to get an unconscious response from an affirmation, we need to bypass all these filters. In order to do that, we create the perfect affirmation. So now we know the structure of the mind and the 3 filters that we have to bypass in order to get the affirmation accepted. Past those 3 filters of generalization, distortion and deletion in order to get you the behavior and the action and the changes that you want. So let's talk about why affirmations don't work. Firstly, if someone is looking for an affirmation about anxiety and the affirmation is, I am calm, I am calm, I am calm, I am calm. You can say that as many times as you want, and your mind is going to put it through those 3 filters, generalization, deletion, distortion, and it goes, delete. Because you're not calm, because your body is going through that fight or flight, that horrible anxious feeling where you get that zzz moment. Oh, God, no, I can't cope. Zzz, zzz. And it's that horrible electric feeling on the inside of all those feelings colliding with each other that's giving you these anxieties. If someone is depressed and the affirmation is, I am happy because the sun is shining. I am happy because the sun is shining. And I've seen these in books. Yeah, it's going to go in, no, I'm not happy. I feel really bad. I feel really sad. I feel really horrible. Delete. If someone is overweight, whether it's 2 pounds overweight or 20 stone overweight, they may use an affirmation to help them lose weight. I am not hungry. 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 Yeah? When the body's saying, I am hungry, so it'll delete it. You've got to get past these filters in order for the affirmation to work. The second reason why affirmations don't work is because they're too general. They don't focus on what it is that the people want. The well-known one by Emile Coué, every day and every way I'm getting better and better. That's a lovely one, but it's very general and people get a nice feeling from it. But if you are in a depressed, a sad state every day and every way I'm getting better and better, your mind's just going to chuck it out again. It's too general. It doesn't zone in on what the actual problem is that you're trying to address. And the third reason is most people get their affirmations from a book or a program on their PC or their Mac, where they'll just open a book and they'll stick their finger in, that's the affirmation for the day because the universe has said do that. And that sometimes works. It'll give you short-term gain, but it doesn't last. And often, if you choose it from a book, it's a conscious choice. Remember, we want to make unconscious changes that are going to give you the benefits of the behaviours for your future. The changes, that is what we're looking for. So those are the reasons why, because we have to get past those filters. Now that you know that we can bypass the filters to create an affirmation that is going to give you the benefits that you want, isn't that a great place to be? So let's start looking at now is how to build a perfect affirmation. If you look at the general affirmations on point 1 that I made beforehand, is I am calm, I am calm, I am calm. That doesn't work because it doesn't get past the filters. If you change that to I'm happy at the thought of being calm, your mind will take that because it's in the future. It's not in the present. You see, your mind is very logical. And if you say stuff that's in the present, it's going to delete it. It's going to try and distort it to make it fit. It doesn't fit anywhere, delete. So by putting your affirmation in the future, you're putting something out that your mind is looking forward to. Because your mind is looking for a benefit for you. I feel happy at the thought of being calm. And I have clients all over the world that I've worked with online, I've worked with face-to-face in, privately in rooms, that use these perfect affirmations, and they're brilliant because they're set in the future and they give your mind something to chase. If we look at the Amokue one, every day in every way I'm getting better and better. That's brilliant if you don't have anything negative going on in your life. So you can go for a walk every day and every way I'm getting better and better, and you can look at a tree and there's a little birdie singing and you'll go, wonderful. You'll be down on the beach and you'll see the waves coming in and you'll feel really centered. You'll take a majestic view of a valley. Every day and every way I'm getting better and better. And if your mind is in the right place, you'll start noticing all the positive things, like the bird in the tree singing. If you're in a bad mood, or if you're in a sad state, you'll look around and you won't see the beauty that's around you. So that's why that one doesn't work, but it's quite a generic one, and it's quite a famous one. And that is one that a lot of my clients keep in the back pocket for just when they're on holiday. They're lying on their sunbed on the beach, wherever it happens to be, and they're lying there going, every day and every way I'm getting better and better. And the body gets calm because their mind is quiet. So when building the perfect affirmation, we focus on what it is that you want. What's the outcome? We take you from present into the future. Someone comes to me and says, I'm depressed. And they're depressed. And they've got this big sign above their head, so to speak, saying, I'm depressed. And all they push out are depressive thoughts and feelings. If you put a stick in the sand in front of them and say, there, focus on that. What's that? I feel happy at the thought of being free. I feel excited at the thought of living my life. I feel positive at the thought of being happy. Or I feel happy at the thought of being positive. Let me show you how you can make the perfect affirmation. In order to do this, I want to think of a negative state, a negative feeling that you've been having reoccurring in your mind. Whether it's anxious, sad, fat, useless, not good enough. All those negative feelings and thoughts that come in and disappear. And some of them don't. All those negative thoughts and feelings that lurk in the unconscious mind and come up to the conscious level just occasionally to remind you that you are human. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. I am bad. I am sad. Whatever it happens to be. So finish the sentence, please. Piers, I am X. Piers, I feel X. The X is a negative. So if it's Piers, I just feel I'm not good enough. Yeah, Piers, I am not good enough. And now say to me, I don't want to be X. I don't want to be not good enough. And now we're going to change the word to something positive. I would rather feel Y. Excellent. I would rather feel happy. I'd rather feel excited. I'd rather feel calm. I'd rather feel good. Whatever the Y is, it's got to be a positive word. So I'd rather feel happy. So rather than, Piers, I don't feel good enough, and I am not good enough, I'd rather feel really good about myself. Excellent. So I'd rather feel good. Yeah, I'd like to feel good. Yeah, I'd like to feel worthy. Thank you. I'd like to feel worthy. I'd rather feel worthy, finish the sentence, at the thought of being good enough, which is the opposite of what X was. I'd rather feel worthy at the thought of being good enough. I'd rather feel happy at the thought of being good enough. Yeah. I'd rather feel great at the thought of being good enough. I'd rather feel positive about my future. I'd rather feel positive at the thought of my future. And when I'm working with executives in business, it's often about the future and promotions and interviews and how to get on with people in their office. When I'm dealing with parents, sometimes they don't feel that they're doing as much as they can for their children because their children are teenagers and they don't really communicate anymore. Or if someone's a teenager or a child, they don't feel they can communicate with the parents. So I feel happy at the thought of being able to communicate with my parents. I feel happy at the thought of being able to communicate with my child. I feel excited about my future. If someone's got a speech coming up, if they're a speaker or doing a promotion, I feel happy at the thought of my interview. I feel happy at the thought of my speech. I feel positive about being able to empower people. And you can build this up, this affirmation up, about your future. And this is what we're all about with the perfect affirmation. It's taking your mind from the present to the future. And because it hasn't happened yet, it'll bypass those three: generalization, deletion, and distortion. It will bypass those because it hasn't happened yet. Your unconscious mind says, yeah, great, we'll deal with you later. And so you're into the unconscious mind. And as soon as you start doing that, it gives you that freedom that you're after. So when you are on that walk, I feel happy at the thought of being free of depression, free of anxiety, free of being fat, free of negative thoughts. And as soon as you start saying that, you will notice all the positive things around you. It's an automatic thing because it's down in the unconscious level. You're coming from your conscious thoughts into your unconscious. So we're taking you from I am negative to I feel excited at the thought of being positive. It's taking you into your future and giving you something and giving your mind something to aim for, which has a positive benefit for it. So it bypasses all those thoughts and feelings that are in the unconscious mind. It bypasses those filters and gives you the change that you want. Now, to learn more about this, just hit the subscribe button and the little bell next door to it, and you'll be alerted very quietly by YouTube when the next video's up, so you can continue this journey with me to help you get that perfect affirmation and to learn other ways to make your life more positive.